All right, people, let's kick things off with the only story anyone is talking about. The Miami Heat beat the Lakers. Yo, did you see that? Jimmy Butler was insane. Triple-double, 40 points. Yo! Obviously, I'm joking. The real big news this weekend was in the Premier League. Man United lost 6-1 and then Liverpool 7-2 to Aston Villa. Aston Villa? That would be like if the Dallas Cowboys got beaten by the Cleveland Browns. I mean, that was the craziest news. All right, but for real though. Obviously, there's only one story that anyone in the world cares about right now.
Breaking news, the president tests positive for the coronavirus, revealing his diagnosis in a late-night tweet, saying he and the First Lady have COVID-19 and will quarantine immediately.
Breaking overnight, President Trump this morning at Walter Reed Medical Center.
The president's medical team is insisting he's doing well and is receiving doses of the experimental drug remdesivir and steroids. His doctors are also saying he could be released from the hospital as early as today.
That's right, people. Donald J. Trump, President of the United States, is battling COVID-19. And before I say anything else, can I just say on the record, I do not want Donald Trump to die from this. I mean, I don't wish death on anyone. I also don't want him to die because then Mike Pence would be president. And then we might as well be dead because Mike Pence is the most boring human being on the planet. He's the most boring version of Donald Trump. All of the policies and none of the fun. If Trump is cocaine, Mike Pence is just flour. Your nose is still gonna burn, but nothing cool happens. It tastes like bread. I also don't want Trump to die because the whole reason people chose Joe Biden is because he has the best chance to beat Donald Trump. If Trump wasn't in the race, then people could have taken a chance with someone else. Like personally, I would have voted for Marianne Williamson because I do think America needs to realign its chakras. Yes, I know I'm not allowed to vote, but I'm still allowed to dream. But while it's great that the president is doing better, we still have to ask the question, how did this happen and how did it get this bad?
Few masks, one very crowded Rose Garden. The question, was this a super spreader event? That's led to the White House coronavirus crisis.
Last weekend's packed and mostly maskless Rose Garden ceremony for his Supreme Court pick may have been a super spreader event. Those now infected include the president, First Lady, former aide Kellyanne Conway, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, who is hospitalized, Senators Mike Lee and Tom Tillis, as well as the president of Notre Dame. President Trump's senior aide Hope Hicks, his campaign manager Bill Stepien, and personal assistant Nick Luna are also infected.
The White House press secretary Kayleigh McEnany says she tested positive for coronavirus this morning.
Senator Mike Lee seen on camera hugging other attendees.
We have some images of the indoor reception, and it's so striking. Yeah. And you'll see, the little red dot that shows who subsequently tested positive. So as you walk through them, you start to see the mixing and mingling.
Yeah, turns out while you've spent the last 7 months hugging your grandma through a giant condom, Trump and his friends are having no-mask cocktail receptions indoors where the guest of honor is COVID-19. And now, at least 30 people in Trump's circle have tested positive for COVID-19. You realize that means there's been more infections at the White House over the last day than in New Zealand, Vietnam, Taiwan, Thailand, and Australia combined. The White House Rose Garden is like the wet market of America right now. Thank God Dr. Fauci doesn't have it. He must be so relieved that Trump stuffed him in a locker 3 months ago. I mean, I don't care who you are, guys. This story is insane. Everyone, from Trump's campaign manager to Trump's press secretary to Trump's friends, have been infected with coronavirus now. It's almost like the writers of 2020 didn't know how to wrap the story up, so they were just like, and then they all get coronavirus, the end. And look, I know some people are saying that this was karma catching up to Trump, but guys, a massive outbreak at the White House is not karma. It's consequences, all right? It's not karma to get hit by lightning when you're standing on the roof of a skyscraper holding a metal rod while there's lightning. The universe didn't do that shit to you. You did that shit to yourself.